Breaking news is this really isn't breaking news, but my goodness, would it ever be? Was making the beds and trying to get my day started because I usually wake up around 10 or 11 a.m. without having a job or nothing. Myles Turner getting traded from the Indiana Pacers to the Milwaukee Bucks is something that I personally have had we kind of expected this. If you have followed the team long enough, you know that there's been trade talks all throughout the season. There's obviously been a lot of trade talks about Myles Turner for well over 10 years now because he's a prime asset to the entire NBA. But let's be honest here. It's another dent to what could be a dynasty. It's another dent to our team. It's another dent to our organization. And I do believe that there will be ramifications coming if we don't get somebody that's equally or better in return from Myles Turner to someone else. And speaking of that, they're trading Damian Lillard actually they released Damian Lillard and now he doesn't have a job because now they're trying to make room for Myles Turner. So to me, it's like, okay, the Bucks are trying to rebuild, but like what comment said earlier on Sham's Instagram page, he did say that it's all for losing to like a dominant Hawks team or a dominant Pacer team that's not loaded, or to a Knicks team that isn't loaded. And I do think that all of this in return for Myles Turner, I don't know. I really don't have any idea why we would want to trade our best overall player, why we would want to trade our center. Now, when we're starting a dynasty, it made sense in 2018 to trade him, or it made sense in 2022 or 2021, but it doesn't make any sense in 2025 to trade him and hope to God that we as Indiana fans get Giannis Antetokounmpo in a trade. I mean, if that happens and we get Giannis, then we're going to have some level of a center over at Indiana. We're going to have some level of consistency. So that's probably not the best part, but a softening part to all of this is that this was an awful trade by the Indiana Pacers at an awful time already, losing Tyrese Halliburton by injury, not going to play the rest of the 25-26 season, and now we have this to deal with. It's another dent in a possible dynasty for the Indiana Pacers, and I'm not very happy about it, and I'm not very proud about it. But I will say, good luck, Myles. We cannot hold you. You cannot hold your decision against you. And I hope you have a good time in Milwaukee while we have to suffer yet again. And that part sucks.